All right. You can see my screen very well, right?
For sure, sir.
All right. So this morning we'll be talking about inducement, purely inducement.
Yes.
Inducement.
Yes. Look me first now. I did hear you. Favor. I did hear you
Stop,
now.
stop. I get class. I get class.
Inducement.
Yes, sir. I hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Inducement liquidity. So, all right. Now you actually understand how the structure works vividly, and
Uh,
um, I'm
yeah,
just you don't have any
I
problem
understand.
with the structures, right?
Yeah, the first class you taught me normally was this you have to look the big structure, then the small structure inside,
The major and the minor.
minor, yes.
Mhm.
And then you taught me about inducement, and that inducement I don't understand, but that major and minor, I know about that one very well.
Mhm.
I understand that part very well. So the inducement, if not inducement, I have problem with that one. And let's say I know along the line you show me about the bias, how the market moves and all. I know along the line. But that inducement is my issue like this now.
Okay, yeah, now let's talk about the inducement this morning. All right. So now the inducement liquidity is all about. Now, let me make something clear for you now. The
Okay, sir.
talking about inducement, you see that inducement liquidity is not a must, it should be something like this. Let me draw out the structure so that you can actually understand what I'm saying. I promise not to use line, but let me just start with this so that you can actually get what I want to
Okay,
say
sir.
before I go into the charts. Now, this is the structure, and this is the view of what we actually look out for the structure. So now, the inducement liquidity is the retracement that happens first.
Okay.
Now, this retracement here, if is all about when the markets keep doing something like this, creating series of lows and high, creating series of low and high, something like this. Now, those retracements here, those retracements we have here, those retracements that comes, this retracement,
Mm.
this retracement,
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to explain it for in a simple basic so that you can actually understand it. This
Okay, sir.
retracement, it shows the same retracement you actually look out for here.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So when I talk about the retracement, like the retracement, which is the inducement liquidity, this is an example of what I'm actually talking about now. When I'm talking about that inducement liquidity now, it's not a must it should be the full retracement like this. Now let's go to the chart. Let's go and let's do more example on the chart. So it won't be like I'm just copying, so that you actually see it.
Okay. Beg, you're not capping, no. My help under the cap. Okay.
Yeah. All right, now let's use this first trade as an example before we move to the second trade. I'm going to show you
Okay.
all the inducements that happen here. Now, I think I took this trade on 15 minutes or 5 minutes. Let me go back to it. Okay, now see something here. Just watch this particular trade very careful.
Okay, sir.
Now, you see, I actually pick my, what's it
Got
called?
block.
My structure here.
Yeah.
Then I mark my structure. Now, see what I did here. Let me bold this particular area so that you understand what I'm trying to tell you. Now, see where my inducement was sitting down. The reason why I
Mm.
actually pick this guy as my inducement was when markets did something like this, when markets break structure to the downside,
Okay.
this candlestick changes after 15 minutes, push up. That's on this particular kind of situation now, inducement liquidity comes in different situations, in different levels, and in different ways. So it now depends on the situation of the market that the inducement liquidity is bringing to you. You don't need
Okay.
to, you don't need to worry yourself. Just chill. We are going to explain everything one step at a
Okay,
time.
sir.
Now, in this particular situation now, the inducement liquidity was this particular candlestick. If I go to 5-minute time frame like this, you're going to see it more clearly. As itself. You're going to see what I'm actually talking about here. Now, this is 5-minute time frame. Now, you see the first pullback. This is the first after this long break. After this long break, that shows that the market has broken this particular guy that was resting here.
Yes.
Now, the pullback, the first pullback was this guy. This first candlestick, after this one dropped, this one actually came back before all this one actually came back. So I can actually pick either this one or this one as my inducement.
Okay.
But because I picked my inducement on 15-minute time frame, that's why I actually picked this one, because this one actually corresponds with that 15-minute time frame.
Okay, sir.
But if I'm to pick my inducement of my 5-minute time frame, I'm going to pick this guy because this candlestick was the first candlestick that pulled back, that retraced after this long break. That's one. Now, let's go to another setup. Let's see how the inducement formed here. Let me change it back to 15-minute time frame so that we'll see, so that we can actually see it. Now, I actually explained this one now, that this particular guy, I use this particular guy as my first pullback after the full break of structure to the downside. So this one was my pullback. Now, let's see this setup again. Let's see another setup. Now, this setup shows something like this. This is the 15-minute time frame, and this is USDJPY. Now, after this structure, after this pullback, now you see something different happen here. Now, that first one I showed you was something like this. This one brought something like this. This one shows something like this. After the pullback, the first candlestick, I marked it as my pullback. That's the first candlestick that pulled back.
Yes, sir.
In this situation now, see what happened here. This particular guy doesn't just drop just like the other one did. Now, this particular guy, the first one just dropped and created another pullback. But this particular guy now, he doesn't just drop. The guy created series of candlesticks before the last drop. Are you getting it now?
Yes.
Before this last drop. So this is the last drop here. So after this last drop, the next candlestick that pushed up was my inducement liquidity that I picked there.
Okay.
You now see that inducement liquidity can actually come in different forms. Now, if you have to see another setup now, if you have to pick another setup, let's keep going. Let's look for another setup. You're going to see that inducement liquidity can actually shows in different forms and can actually see them in different angles. And let me change this one to 1 hour time frame. Now, let's use this buy as an example. Inducement liquidity. Now, this is 1 hour time frame. Don't forget. Always know that your time frames, you spotting inducements on time frame, it depends on what you're actually seeing.
It depends on what, sir? Sorry, sir.
It's going to depend on what the chart is actually giving you. That's if you're picking your inducements on smaller like on the minor time frame, like the 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and 30 minutes. It's going to depend on the market actually giving you. You now is now left for you to understand the real inducement, how it actually works. Now, what you need to learn now is how it works. When candlesticks form, what really happens. Now, the first inducement I show you now that guy dropped before the other guy
You
pushed
pull
up.
back, yes. That is big structure.
He braked it just once.
Yes, once, yes.
Now the second one, it doesn't break it. It creates series of candlestick before
So candlestick,
the last
yeah.
one dropped, and the second candlestick pushed up, which is our inducement that I picked.
Sorry,
Ah,
sorry, sir. That's the second
okay.
one, eh? That's the second one that you said it creates series of candlestick. That
Mm,
candlestick is like the breaking of structure inside like 1 minute or maybe 1 minute time
yeah,
frame. Am I correct?
exactly.
Okay. I understand now.
Hmm. Now let's see this guy now. Let's see what this guy did here now. Now this is another ways of the market creating inducement. Now don't forget this is 1 hour time frame. Now this is
Yes.
our structure here. This is our structure here. Now you see what happens. See what the market did here. The market break the structure to the upside directly,
Mm-hmm.
just like the first example I showed you.
Mm.
Now, then the next thing the market did now, the market actually retraced down with a wick, pushed
Yeah, I'm big on that structure. Yeah.
pushed up, create another candlestick and push it down before pushing up
Okay. Yeah.
entirely.
Yeah, yes.
Now, why do you think I didn't pick why do you think I didn't pick this first guy as my inducement? Like, you know, on a normal this thing, I should have picked this first retracement, this first
Mm.
pullback as my inducement.
Mm.
But no, I didn't,
Mm.
because this particular guy actually came back to break this particular guy. If I'm picking this guy, then I will be looking at where the market is going to pick and what's it called? A BB, a breaker block entry.
Mm.
Hmm. But now this particular guy actually pulled down to mitigate this guy here. That shows that the market is coming for my order block, not my breaker block.
Okay.
Now, you see, I actually wait for this guy to actually perform his duty first before I actually
Mm.
pick my particular entry. Now, like I said, your inducement liquidity is going to determine the kind of entry you'll be using.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, sir. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Can you zoom the thing backward?
okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why don't you pick this one here? This one.
This one.
Yes, this one. No. Yeah, this one. Yes, correct. This
Okay.
one. Why don't you pick this one as it
Uh,
went?
the moment I came into the market, the period, let me
Mm.
say, the time frame I came into the market, this has not happened.
Okay.
Let me mark it. This hasn't happened. That's when I came into the
Mm.
market to analyze this particular guy.
Mm.
It doesn't happen. All I saw was a very, a very impulse move that went to the upside. That shows me my structure, and the series of pullback that happens. That shows that this particular guy is coming for my
Mm.
order block. So when I spotted this, I have to wait for the market to play around, come back to this
Okay, sir.
order block. So all this particular guy has not happened when I spotted this particular trade.
Mm.
So that's it.
Okay, because normally what I had was that it has to no, that is what I see here. That it has to bring structure to the upside. That is an inducement.
This
So
particular
you will
guy,
not take from that down.
this particular guy is breaking his structure to the upside. If see now, if you actually go to your,
Yeah, that focus structure to the upside.
you see now, if I change this particular guy to
Yeah, it's true.
15 minutes, you're going to see now. If I change this guy to 15-minute time frame, you're going to see the break
Mm.
of structure that happened as itself.
On that side.
Where is this guy say? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Wait, sorry, sir. Please go back, go back. I want to ask a question.
Let me
Don't
just
feel
show
like
you what
yeah, this place. Okay.
I just want to show you this thing that happened.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, okay, I think this is now this is it. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see, it went after this guy actually broke this guy. You went straight up. It shows us another break of structures to the upside.
Because structure, yes.
Actually,
Okay.
it was actually valid. So let me pull back so that you can see
Okay.
the thing you want to ask the question about.
Like,
Which one is that?
just zoom it to the right. Wait, hey, yeah, that is, yeah. Open it, increase it. That inducement. I want to go to that inducement side.
Is it this
No,
this one?
this one, yes.
Yeah.
Why did you not pick the first break of structure? Yes, this one. Why did you not pick that first break of structure at the downside?
Are you talking about this one? Are you talking about this particular setup?
Yeah, this particular setup. Why not pick this break of structure that is here? This small one.
Because this setup was gotten on 1 hour time frame. I picked my this thing on
Okay.
1 hour time frame. Let me show you. Because I picked the trade.
This is why I'm having issue. I want to be saying.
Now, you see it. I picked the trade on 1 hour time frame,
Yeah.
pick my setup on 1 hour time frame, pick everything I wanted to do on 1 hour time frame. Like I said, you picking your inducement or your this thing is not really about time frame. You can actually stay on one particular time frame and pick what you want to do. That's when it actually shows.
Okay.
I can go to smaller time frame. That's me now. If I can actually pick my structures on higher time frame, pick my inducement on higher time frame, then still go to smaller time frame, I will still see another structure and inducement there. That's if you want to pick trade on smaller time frame. But once I dictate or I saw what I needed on higher time frame, I just rather stay there and wait for the market to come to me. Now, if you notice this particular guy here, I picked
You
this
come.
as inducement. But if I change it to 15-minute time frame, you're going to see another inducement. That inducement
Inducement,
doesn't
yeah.
mitigate that inducement now. I think it has mitigated something there. Now, if I actually look at that particular one, I will be looking at taking my trade with another block. When my higher time frame is telling me that this inducement hasn't mitigated this guy here, so I have to look out for my breaker block. Are you getting it now? Now, the thing is,
Yes, I'm listening.
the higher time frame actually says a lot. Noises only smaller time frame only bring noises to you. But once you understand the movement of
Yes.
the higher time frame, you know that this trick with this smaller time frame won't give me. No, I no agree. I don't see I'm already. I don't see what won't happen on higher time frame already. So you understand?
Yes, sir.
So you won't fall for
Yes,
that
sir.
trick. You won't fall for that trick on smaller time frame. Because now if I actually to wait for that particular guy on smaller time frame or that 15-minute time frame, I will be waiting for an order block entry to enter this particular trade. And the market will just tap exactly like this and go. And I will be like, hi. And I will actually come back to that 1 hour and see what happened there. That this market later come for, not the other way around. Are you getting it?
You don't
Once,
make an
so
finish. Oh, Jesus.
once you actually understand your structures on higher time frame, those noises won't really bother you on smaller time frame. You understand it.
Yes. Okay, sir. Sorry, I want to ask a question. One question again. This place that you pick for your entry, why didn't you pick the upside? No, not that side.
This?
Like, no. Can you zoom me back? Let me just show you.
Okay.
Can you cut to the back? This place, why did you pick the upside? Why did you pick this downside here?
Say this one, right?
Yes. Why did you not pick the upside?
Okay, now let me show you. This is what happened here. Now, the market was actually creating series of okay on this particular guy, right?
Yes, sir.
You can actually pick this one also now. But
But your stop loss is very high.
the, the reason why I did not pick that one was because let me show you. You can actually let me first draw it out for you. You can actually pick this one. But where I actually pick this particular guy, I'll show you now, so that you see it clearly. Now,
Okay, sir.
see something. So this is what I did. This was the first one that he said I was supposed to pick.
Yes.
Remember, I've changed my
Yes,
time
sir.
frame to 4 hours. This was the first one you said I was supposed to pick. I didn't pick it because
Yes.
this is the particular guy that actually shows the real break of structure. This one was a weak candlestick. This one
Hmm.
was just
Hmm.
a trap. This is the real. If you are to check something here, if I are to check something here now, the market actually do something like this. Give us here, this something here, push down. It was supposed to push up, but no. Then it started dropping before this guy happened here. So the first guy here now,
It's,
I think this particular guy,
hmm.
here
Hmm.
closed with a full body candlestick, then I will be picking this particular guy. But it doesn't close with a body candlestick. So you get. And if I'm to pick this particular guy
So,
as this particular guy also doesn't close with a body candlestick. Let me show you. If I'm to pick this one as my break of structure, then
hmm.
this is how it's going to look like. And this particular guy doesn't close with a full body candlestick. It closes with a wick.
Hmm.
Now, I can't pick it because this one closes with a wick. This one also closes with a wick. So it's going to be a very big trap for me. So I rather pick the one that closes with a wick and close with the full body candlestick before another one happens. This one is, this thing is just about
Wow.
this thing is just about understanding some few things. Now, if you are to pick your break of
Hmm.
structures on, you need to check those candlesticks you are picking. Now, if I'm to pick this particular guy now,
Okay, sir.
I can't pick this particular guy because this particular guy closes with a wick, and this one also closes with a
Mm-hmm.
wick candlestick. This one doesn't closes with a full body candlestick just like this. So that's why I didn't even go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, picking this particular guy here, the initial one, this one closes with a wick, but closes with a full body candlestick and even
Body
break
can.
to the upside also.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
what. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. Hmm.
that's what happened. Yeah.
Oh, you boss. Oh. Ah, Jesus.
I don't start.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Let's look
Anything I say is sweetie for body.
let's look for one more example on okay. Let's do this. Let me go back to 1 hour or let me go back to 1 hour. Let's use this as an example before I give you your assignment. Let's see how it goes before we continue again. So that we
Okay,
could
sir.
know if you don't get them. Now, where I even put my inducement here. Okay, I don't see. It was supposed to be my inducement. All right. Now, let's see this particular guy together. Now, after this particular guy pushed down, let me zoom it.
Mm.
Now, after this particular guy pushed down to the downside, that shows that, okay, sellers are in control. Now, initially, this was supposed to be our first pullback, right?
Okay, let's go back. Yes, yes, exactly.
But this pullback now is for another trade that happens, which
Yes.
the pullback. Now, always understand that before you analyze, look at the left-hand side, know what has happened, and know what is
Okay.
happening. You understand?
Okay.
Know what has
Mm.
occurred and know what is going to happen. Now, this, if you have to pick this particular guy now, this one has played out for this trade.
Mm.
This pullback has played out for this particular guy here. That one don't go. But the pullback that me I picked was for this particular guy that came here. This was a swing trade. This is 1 hour. I think I had me and my VIP members, we had this trade for maybe 7 days or 8 days before even hit TP. So we actually heard it like mad. So always understand where the market is coming from, what the market is doing, where the market is going to. Now, if you are to check this particular guy here now, is this particular trade is just for this guy that has happened here. Let me mark it out for you so that you see it. For this particular guy that has happened here, this one.
Okay.
That played out. So this one don't go already. Just for you to look for what is happening next. So this one has played out. But the inducement that I pick now, that area that the market has actually tapped and dropped, that's where I drop. That's where I pick as my inducement, because this one has happened before I came into the market. So always understand what has happened, what is happening, and what is going to happen in the market when analyzing. It will actually help you a lot. Firstly, just look out for what has it don't happen here, what has happened. Even this particular trade, you were like, this thing is not even going to come back again because it don't almost tap us in here. But the thing dropped. I was even angry at myself. I was like, I suppose don't tell these guys, maybe they just enter manually. Because the thing no tap. All of a sudden the market just start pushing back up. I was like, this thing they come, just leave the limit. Leave the limit. May we just forget about it. Lo and behold, the market actually came back, tap, and started dropping massively. I was like, oh, then that's a big correction that the market did. So it's just about patience. That this particular trade taught me one thing. I need to be patient, regardless of even though I set limit, the only thing that will make me delete that limit I set is because the market has played. He left and played. I didn't mean this market has played like this. Now, this particular guy here, I didn't mean the market did not tap us like this and it plays down like this, then I can actually delete my limit. But when this market never played down to clear all these inducement liquidities, so it's just about patient. Let's see.
Patience.
We have 9 more minutes to go. Let me look for another trade, maybe. Maybe you can see another inducement there. Okay, let's see this. I think I took this one on 15 minutes. I'm not sure, but let me box it so that I won't forget it. Let's see this together before we go. I'm not sure the time frame I picked this trade, but we'll check. Okay, I think this was on 15 minutes actually. 15 minutes, 5 minutes. I think I started taking most of my trade on currency on smaller time frame now. I just enjoy that stacking where they stack these days. I the stack. Once the market just mitigates my entry like this. So yeah.
I don't say the stack now. So I see that those stacking juice I shout.
No time.
Let's see the stack now.
Stack. All right now. See this particular guy here now. See what happened here. You can actually change this to your line chart now. One thing I can actually advise you to do, but not always do, because line charts will actually deceive you most of the time. So you can actually change this thing to your line chart will actually deceive you most of the time. But you just need to be careful with it. Can actually, if the particular structure is confusing you, can actually change it for the line charts to understand the real deal that is happening there. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Can actually change it to like, but not always, because One thing about line chart, you can't use line charts. You can't change it. You can't change your line chart for your entry point. Don't use it. But you can actually use it to get most of this, and most of the time your structures, your break of structures, something like that. But don't use it for your entry. That line chart in a way, your entry, if you do down like this, when line charts go, they bring them up here. If you put your entry there, you could just say the market's clear, you come pick waiting the happen on the candlestick. So that's line chart for you. So don't pick line chart as any entry in this thing where you want to do. So let's talk about this last inducement liquidity before we go. Now, we've gotten our structure here. Now, what happened here was after this pullback, this is even very, this one is very simple. Now, after this pullback, the next thing that happened was after this long pull, after this long guy happened, the next thing is the pullback. You see, everything was just retracing down. It's dropped here to create another candlestick, push up, and start going. So this one is really, really, really easy for you to understand. So
yeah,
that's another style of inducement. Inducement can actually, like I said, inducement can actually come in different way. Can actually come and just make things easy for you and just inducement with this. And if you come where you just scatter your head. So that's it.
Okay. So like how do you like when you are measuring it now? Like can you measure this one like this now? Let me see how you measure it.
How I measure this is very simple now. Now, when you take your Fibonacci tools, you start from that last point that you're marking as your inducement to the high, to the previous high, and you see that the market actually went to clear. This is 50%, this is 0, this is 1, this is 0. And you see the market actually clear it to the upside before it starts coming down entirely.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So at least you know the assignment already now.
Yeah, I know the assignment. I'll do it.
Mark out some inducements for us and let's see. Analyze generally. So analyze generally, let's see.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Okay. All right now.
God bless you.
Amen. God bless you, man.
Yes, my boss.
Guy, let me stop the recording so I can actually quickly compile and send it to you so that you can watch.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.